Dean, I would like to ask the panel a question. I have a scenario, and in a way, I don't feel bad about it, but in a small way, it's like a "Am I the asshole?" And we've done this a few times on the show.
The answer is definitely
I
yes.
think I'm undefeated. I don't think I've actually ever been the asshole in any of these
Thank you, man.
situations, even by Dean's
Wow.
own admission. Yeah, so let's check out the situation. So I bought something on October 12th, okay, on eBay. And it was some decals that I needed for a football helmet. And the guy was selling them in a set of 6. And that's how the university, like, the equipment manager, they order them. It comes in a sheet of 6.
Okay.
And I messaged him and I was like, hey, I really actually don't need 6. Are you willing to sell like 1 or 2? And he never responded. And so he had sent me an offer through eBay. As a seller, you can send offer, and as a buyer, you can send offers. And his offer was to take $5 off the price to entice me to buy all 6. But he was like, I'm going to throw in some Oregon football patches. Kind of like to sweeten the deal a little bit. I was like, okay, that's fine. Now, these took forever to come in. 12 days later, on October 24th, I got the order in minus the patches. And right away I was like, hey, I got the order, but you said you would include patches, and I never got any. And he said, I'll send them out right away. My apologies. Now, I messaged him on November 8th. So that was between October 24th and November 8th. And I was like, hey, nothing's shown up yet. Just want to make sure that you've shipped them. And he did not write back. And so this morning, I was like, fuck this guy. I'm not going to leave a negative feedback because I feel like a negative is pretty strong. He also has like a many thousands of eBay sale. But I was like, I'm going to leave him a neutral feedback because it is a formal offer that he sent me. Like, it's in the transaction, right? Like, this is what you're getting. This is what you're paying for. And I didn't get what I paid for. And he ignored my message. And so I left the neutral feedback. And when I got home, the details are in my mailbox.
Oh no.
However,
Wow.
however, now let me rephrase the time. From October 24th to November 7th, nothing. I sent him a message to remind him if he had shipped on November 8th, and that's the day that the decals or the patches were postmarked for. So he saw that message. He's like, "Oh shit, I didn't send these," and then he sent them, but didn't communicate at all that that's what happened. I don't feel like I should take back the neutral because that's a legit between what is today, November 12th and October 24th is 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 18, 19 days. And if these got here in 2 days, if we shipped them on the 8th and one of those is a holiday,
Right.
I feel like I shouldn't take back that neutral, right?
What did you put for comments?
Let's see. I'll tell you the exact comment that I used. Let's see here. And he hasn't disputed the neutral either. I said, seller sent an eBay official offer to include free Oregon football patch with this purchase, which was not included in the initial delivery. They apologized and said they would send those items separately. However, it's been more than 2 weeks and they have not come in. Since the extra item was a part of the formal eBay offer, I feel like I have not actually gotten what I've paid for. As such, I feel this neutral feedback is warranted. And yeah, I feel like that's a neutral.
Can you not change the neutral, but add like an edit? Did finally receive after.
So, I think the way to do that, from what I've Googled, is they have to send me the request, the seller, to change it, and then it's up to me to change it or not. Now, I think if it's a false negative, like if I left the negative and kind of just made up whatever, then I think they can have it removed. But I think as a neutral, it cannot be removed. Eddie, do you think, am I the asshole here or am I in the right?
I don't know. I'm looking. You're in the right, I think. But I think
Yeah.
also.
And if they would have just messaged me on November 8th and been like, hey, sorry, life's crazy. I get it. My life's been crazy too.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm sending these out right away. Extra fast delivery. You know what I mean?
I guess I'm thinking of it as like They were free. It's already cheap.
No, but they weren't free though. I paid way more than I wanted to, and that was the only reason why I did the deal. Because he's like, I'm gonna knock $5 off and throw in these extra patches.
They are free. They're just
they're
you're
part of the
counting it
deal.
I know, but they're free because
That's
otherwise
not free.
everybody else is just getting decals.
No, he said he sends them to all the Oregon people that order from him.
Oh.
In the message, he's like, I send these out for free to all the Oregon fans.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
But they're not included in the description formally. This was like something he told me in the messenger. I have gotten, I would say, neutral feedback one time, Badfish, but I don't think it was entirely my fault. But I also didn't make it clear how I was sending the item. But I did make it right. I sent an item to this person, and essentially it was the who was that lady? Bo-Katan. It was the shoulder pads. And I had the first run, but I really wasn't happy with the print quality, and I had already made I think it was like 40 of them. And I was like, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to remake all 40. Because like, this is not, for my first big project, this is not good enough. And so I remade all of them. And I included the first one as a spare because some people have the armorer, and they were saying that they wanted to order a second one just to pose. I think the armorer has like little clips, little tongs, and they wanted to pose with the armor, like her forging the Beskar. And so I had sent everyone sort of like an A copy and a B copy. But since this person wasn't in the Zach's Wonderland chat, they weren't aware they were getting a B copy. And I think when they opened their package, they saw the one and then didn't check the rest of the box. Anyway, I sent them 2 like perfect copies as a makeup. But I have gotten a neutral feedback. I don't think I've ever gotten a negative feedback on Zach's Wonderland, so that's good for me. But Ben, am I in the right here?
Yeah, I think the very word neutral means that you didn't have a good experience and you didn't have a bad experience. That it was just kind of somewhere in between, right? Like Eddie said, if it was kind of a free item that was incentivizing you to purchase the deal and you didn't get that free item, then it's like, well, okay, yeah, kind of sucked. It was annoying that I had to reach out. I think if somebody who's controlling their sales wants to remain with positive, good feedback, then do your best to communicate, right? We always talk about that. Control the message. Do your best to communicate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you leave it up to interpretation. And when there's money on the line and when there's promises made, the person who's been promised to and the person who spent the money has the right to feel like that was a neutral experience. So I don't know. I think if you called them out,
I didn't
or
want to
called
ruin
it
their
a
feedback.
bad experience. Yeah, I think if you called it a bad experience and then you got it, then you should have asked for an update to be like, "Hey, sorry if I fucked this up. I want to revise it." But I don't think you're in the wrong. I think you're good.
There we go. I think yeah, old Zach probably would have left a negative review, but new Zach, I'm come with many experiences in my life, you know. Many ups, many downs, you know.
And your comments made it clear, right? I mean, I've seen people give negative feedback and stuff with no comments in there, and you don't know what the feedback's for, right?
Even
so,
more
I mean, you
evidence.
made it perfectly clear. I
In my
think you're fine.
In my review, it also lets you include like an image, and I put the image that the seller will include a free patch from Oregon football as well in the offer, just to like bolster my case. I feel like I'm scot-free here, boys.
And I think all this is why he hasn't reached out to you to change it, because you didn't state anything wrong.
I think so. I think so. Now, Mike, this is something you're gonna have to deal with your company, which we'll talk about later tonight. Yeah, Zach's Wonderland. We're cooked, boys. We are cooked. We're official cooked.
Spin-off.
Yeah, we were cooked, boys. Anyways, let's get into it.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection. These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Joey, locking the artillery power.
This is the true form of lore gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ben.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank everyone out there watching and listening, whether it's live or on the replay, whether on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud. So many places. I don't even know them all. Zach is
Prime Music.
Zach is, hustling out there, getting us out there. So thank you for tuning in.
OnlyFans streaming.
Yeah.
we have a lot to talk about. It's also, I kind of am gonna miss Marco tonight because I know he was really excited for the Artisan Joker, but we're gonna, as they say, Dean, the show must go on. Let's look.
It must.
Let's look up here in the chat. We got Sam Gist 638, excited to hear everyone's takes except Marco. He probably won't be here. How dare you? Toy Mafia, Thomas, SpongeBob SquareBall's in the chat. Love to see it. Mike, Trevor, Pedro Lopez, Comics. Let's see here. Tim Harvey, what's up, CW Crew? Clinton Martin. I think I said Trevor just in case. Sean agrees with the neutral transaction. Badfish, the movie canon. King Dingling. CM Chuck says, I use Mike's Adventure World top notch all around. I heard Mike's Adventure World is 0 emissions and carbon neutral. For what that's worth. The Big Donk.
It's fake news.
Charlie the Unicorn in the chat. Tariffs are killing Sex Wonderland. Oh boy. Anyone watch the Penguin finale is what they're saying. Benjamin Rue, Valkyrie, Magnus. Good evening, guys. What's up? And Jazzy in the chat. That swallow was in 4K. Dean, we have a very special segment that we start off all of our best shows with.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I didn't get anything.
You fucking son of a... I'm not even
I told you I didn't get anything.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to do it live.
Yeah, I was
all
just
right,
messing with you.
Let's check in with Eddie Money Mendez.
I actually thought you were gonna forget this one, so kudos.
What the fuck, bro?
Because it was
I forget one
so
thing
separately.
One time.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna forget
sorry,
something else on your list. How dare you?
So I got the McFarlane Batman Nightmare and Armor Suit 2-pack, the gold label version. I don't know what's exclusive to McFarlane's website or available widely anymore. I got this from McFarlane's website, and it came in pretty quick. I think I ordered it like a month ago or something. This whole wave only went up a month ago or so, I think. But it looks really sick. I got it here next to me. I haven't opened it up yet. I do like the Nightmare version in this 2-pack over the single release one, because this one has the goggles sculpted on the head already, instead of like the single release comes with goggles that you put on, so it doesn't. They're thicker. They look more toy-like. This one, like, it just looks better. And also the scarf is up, covering his mouth, which I think the other one has the scarf, but it's around the neck. And then obviously it comes with all the guns and accessories, so you get that. I don't know what that gun is. You or Dean might know, but for me it's a Scar H from Call of Duty. That's what I know it as. The one that has the Joker card on it.
Yeah, the UGG boot.
Yeah, and
it's a Scar.
Then the armor suit, the difference between this and the single release is the damage cowl, which is really cool. I don't think the likeness is there to Ben Affleck. Obviously, McFarlane's hit or miss with the likenesses, but it's still cool. And if you want that look, this is the only way to get that look. And again, he comes with the accessories that I don't think you get with the single release, like the kryptonite grenade launcher. So if you want that stuff, you got to get it with this, and then it has that rock diorama base that you can pose them on. But pretty sick. I think it's worth it if you don't need the armor suit with the regular armored helmet without the damage. You can get this 2-pack, and you could skip those two because this is not a build-a-figure release wave. So, yeah.
Interesting. It's cool, man. Congrats.
Thanks. And then I got on, so Big Bad Toy Store has been having their like 100 days of holidays, 100 something holiday sale. That's like their early Black Friday sale. And they've been having different things every week, and they have a big clearance sale. They had a lot of stuff that I wanted on sale. They had the Marvel Legends Odin on sale, the movie one, the newer Infinity Saga release. I've been wanting that for a while. I've been waiting, it constantly drops, and they had it for I think like $14, and then I looked on Amazon and it was 13. So I was like, oh, I'll just grab it on Amazon real quick. So I got that in. I opened that right now. It's really good. I think the likeness to Anthony Hopkins is really, really good. Like Marvel Legends, they do some pretty damn good likenesses, even with that new Hugh Jackman Wolverine stuff. Like those likenesses are dead on for a $20 figure, $22, whatever they are now for retail price. Like they're pretty damn good. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. And then this on the right is I don't know the exact name for it. It says it on there, but it's the Thomas Kincaid Studio Hercules art piece. I got it on Sideshow. They're doing a bunch of, I think they're doing like a whole Disney line. So they have, I saw a Peter Pan one. I saw Snow White, I think. But Hercules is my favorite Disney movie, so I picked that up, and that is really, really cool. And the reason I wanted it, well, I want it because it's Hercules. I pretty much get any poster print that I could find that's Hercules, but my mom was a big, big Thomas Kincaid fan in what was that, like early 2000s, late 90s. She used to, back when computer desks were like a big thing, like when everybody was getting new computers and Apple was making the big ass colored computers, she would have Thomas Kincaid art as her screensaver all the time. So that's where I remember that. And when I saw that they were doing a Hercules piece, I was like, oh, I got to get that, not only for Hercules but for the nostalgia of it being my mom's favorite artist growing up. And it's not Thomas Kincaid anymore because I think he passed away a while ago, but I guess this studio, I read up on it a while ago. I don't really remember. I think it's ran either by his family or just the art. There's like an art studio that's dedicated to him or something like that, and they do pieces in his style. So yeah, I think this is still available on Sideshow, I believe, but they have a bunch on there if you guys want to check them out.
You guys ever see the Nutty Professor? There's that scene where he's got like Eddie Murphy's got like the more like hulking brother, and the mom's like Hercules.
Yes.
I still think of it every time I hear Hercules. But this is awesome, print. I would love Hercules 1/6 scale and a Hades 1/6 scale, like just for like a small little like Disney display. That could be sweet. So that's a nice print, buddy.
The only figure I've ever gotten is Diamond Select did their Kingdom Hearts wave.
I'm so mad.
Yeah. And it was on sale at GameStop for a long time. I think they were selling them, and I picked it up then. It's not the greatest figure, but it looks exactly like you did in the animated movie, and it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Good pickups.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
Eddie. So if you watched the Z-log, as I call them, today, then you will know. I stopped it right before the car got delivered because it ended up not coming until like the next day, but I picked up I got a new car, well, used car, but it's a new car to me. I got a 2017 Dodge Challenger RT, and it's pretty, you're on mute, Dean. It's pretty
that's what I was gonna say.
pretty nice.
Took
I
my
like it a lot.
advice. You got
like
the
it a lot.
V8.
Very nice.
In a way, I still maybe wish I got a V6 because boy, this thing guzzles gas. But it's
I thought
fun.
you said you got 25.
Yeah, highway. I don't drive on the highway.
Oh.
Have the neighbors complained yet?
It's pretty sick, dude.
No, I actually talked to the neighbors to this side where the tree is, and they actually were super excited about it. The other neighbors, I don't talk to them that much, but I heard their truck start the other day, and I'm like, it's about that loud. I think I was thinking it was louder than it was because they had it at the dealership backed in. It wasn't like in a garage, but it was like had like a little. Some of the cars, they have like a structure over them, and it was also between like 20 cars, and I think the noise just kind of reverberated. But In this open area, it's really not that bad. It is loud. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I do have 2 GPS trackers in it, and there's a thing you can install to prevent. I'll go into a detail in the vlog, but the way that people steal these really quickly is you break the window, and then you take the where you put the coins in, you just pull it out. It's like a little plastic piece, and it exposes the neutral release, and you just pull this red lever, and then the car goes into neutral, and you can literally just tow it away. So it's like a steel plate that covers that. And obviously, if someone wants to like get into it enough, then it's basically just to buy some time if the car's getting stolen.
If someone really wants your shit, nothing's really gonna stop them.
Now, there's a few things that are kind of about it that I'm trying to figure out, but overall, it's a pretty nice car. And you know, my big thing right now is I got to figure out. They didn't give me the key for the wheel locks. And so when I called one of the Dodge dealerships, I think it was because they were closing, but they were not willing to help me at all. So I'm going to try some tire shops tomorrow and see if anyone can help me get these off so I can put some new ones on with the key that I'll have.
Can you figure out the brand of wheel it is?
It's the stock wheel, and it should be the stock. But the thing is, they were saying, like, the company that makes the keys, they have, like, 100 different keys. So from what I've read, the Dodge dealerships have a master set. They just weren't willing to help me identify which code I needed.
Buttholes.
Now, that wasn't the dealership I bought it from, to be clear. That was just a Dodge dealership. So, got to figure that out. But I also installed the dash cam. Might cost $400. Yeah, I have the key already. They gave me 2 keys when I bought it. So, but yeah, I love it a lot.
You know how everybody wants to ride with Dean at OxCon? Now some people are going to want to ride with you, dude.
Well, they better pitch in for gas, so...
wow, okay, back to Dean.
She guzzles. She guzzles, boys. I think Dean was taking gas donations.
Is it premium, too?
No one ever...
Premium gas, right?
Fern what was that
yeah,
then?
it's premium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to use premium, but Fern was supposed to send me gas money. He never did, so...
That's okay. He's supposed to pay for this order from Zach's Wonderland, and I've been
Fern
waiting
was
about
supposed
2
to send
months,
a figure. He never did either.
Yeah, I hate to see it. So we will be turning Fern into the IRS.
This photo makes me happy for you and also sad for myself because
I'm
I
very,
had a
very
V6
happy
Challenger and it was a black one just like this. I had a Batman license plate on it. It was cool. It was my little back car. I had to sell it in the
Nothing's
divorce.
stopping you. You could go get a new one.
No, I live in Canada.
money,
Honestly, it was so impractical for me in Calgary. Like 8 months of the year it snows here, right? Or like 9 months of the year practically. There was one point where like you say like the V8, I don't even know what the V8 power was like because even the V6, you could like breathe on the gas pedal and you'd be speeding.
She's real sensitive,
but
boys.
When there was a light dusting of snow, I couldn't get out of the driveway. It was so much power to the wheels that it just like wild. So I had to put these like crazy Nokian Hakkapeliitta snow tires on this thing just to like get it to go anywhere in the wintertime. And then I was just like white knuckling it everywhere I went because I didn't want to crash it. Especially that front end with the light display and everything. It's so freaking beautiful, dude, that I'm like, all it would take is just a slight little fender bender and a toast. So it was heartbreaking to get rid of that car. Now I drive a really sexy CertaPro yellow Kia Seltos, and the ladies actually say that I look good in it. Honestly, yeah, that's bright yellow. Company colors,
Kia
baby.
Seltos?
Company
Is that
colors.
even a real car?
Yeah, I was like,
that's what you take when you have heartburn. And I just got the rear louvers for it today, Dean. So I'm gonna install those tomorrow. The slats that go on the
I
back.
wish I had a rear louver.
Charlie says the Honda was in pretty good shape exterior. Okay, it looked deceptively good in that video. I don't know why. Here's what I think happened to that Honda. It was so dirty for so long. I don't think you understand how dirty it was. That like the dirt almost provided like a protection for the paint beneath, and I haven't washed it like in 2 years. And so when it was like unearthing a fossil almost, like it's pristine despite the world around it. It looked way nicer than it is actually. In reality, I was shocked they wanted to give me almost $2,000 for it because it has so many issues that are very small but certainly add up. And so I love that car. If I could have kept it, I would have. I just can't afford the insurance for all 3. So
my when I traded in my Maxima, it didn't even run. It needed some expensive shit done to the engine, but they still gave me $1,000 for it. So they usually give a lot. I'm really happy for you, Zach, and I think it's awesome that you got this because in 2017 when I got my CRV, I test drove a Dodge Charger, and that was like my dream car at the time. It was, and I was like, I love this freaking car. I'm gonna get this car. It was navy blue and it had nice rims on it. I was like, this is dope. And I love the Chargers. It had already tinted windows. It was used, but like slightly used, and it was a V6. It wasn't a V8. But I was like, this is freaking amazing. Yeah. But all I could hear was like my grandpa in the back of my head, like saying, "Be smart, be practical, get like a good gas car," and like, cause also my job at the time, I had to carry a lot of things in my car, and the Charger wouldn't have had room. It has more room than this, but not much. And sometimes I have to carry big items. And so I was like, all right. So we test drove the CRV and I ended up going with that, which is a great car. I still have it and it has a shit ton of miles on it, but it's not a Charger, and I would be much happier, but I probably have a ton of speeding tickets. That's going to be a problem. I don't remember if you speed or not. I know you missed freeway exits, but I don't know about speeding.
Well, I mean, that was you that missed him first off. I gave you many miles of heads up multiple times. Oh, damn, I had lost my train of thought. I want to be clear. So this year we were planning on buying, not necessarily a van, but it would have been like the newer CRVs. They don't really look like SUVs anymore. They almost look like vans, but they're still classified, I think, as like crossover SUVs. But obviously with everything that happened this year and kind of us deciding like, it might not be for us to have another kid, we're kind of like, okay, well, Vivi's are already like almost 8. So we don't need a second car seat, and we don't, like 99.9% of the time, she's the only one in the back seat. So we're like, fuck it, we're going to get a sports car. We're going to do what we've always wanted to do and have, do something a little, I won't say less conservative, but, kind of like something a little out there for us and, be happy for a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna drive her safe. I'm gonna, every time I drive, I tell myself with great power comes great responsibility. Cause boy, you tap that gas, boy, she goes real fast.
Maybe this could be it's huge.
Her car when she gets to high school and you get a new one.
They don't make them anymore, but yes, that would be
cool.
I
mean a new car, but
get a red eye.
Yeah, I really wanted a sports car, back when I was looking. Mm-hmm. But I'm a big dude, I'm not gonna fit comfortably in a Mustang or Camaro. I might fit okay in a Challenger because my buddy had a Charger and that was great.
Yeah,
but I went with the truck. But you gotta have that.
Yeah, and I know they're cop magnets. That's why I'm trying to drive her real slow.
Oh yeah, they
real
are.
Slow.
Oh yeah.
But that's so beautiful. And shout out to Dean, because one of the issues that it had was when I bought it in a very non-conventional way. I went to test drive it, and then they had planned to do a bunch of repairs, and then they delivered it. But during the final look over before we signed the paperwork, I was like, oh, okay, I just assumed that some of the things that we had already confirmed were still working. And so the navigation wasn't working. And I never really planned to use it, but it was kind of annoying that it wasn't working. And they're still trying to figure out what's going on. And this dealership, like, they're pretty stand up, so I think they are going to try to make it right or find some way to make it right. But I was a bit annoyed. And shout out to Dean, because I didn't realize this car had Apple AirPlay or Apple Play. I don't quite know what it's called. But he had linked me to this little USB dongle that you put in the car. And then as soon as I get in the car, it pulls up Apple CarPlay. And then I can use that navigation and like Google and play all the... So it's like not a problem anymore. It's really not a big deal. Because I was going to use like that navigation system anyways. So real happy with it. We'll do a part 2. I put up a vlog if you guys want to look at some of the car buying process. We looked at 2 different Challengers in that video, but I think overall we looked at 5 total. Dude, but it goes a little bit into like our family life, because we put up our Christmas tree real early, and
yeah, it was cute.
A little behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I watched the video, And you were looking at that silver, the gray Charger with like the fucked up window and the center console, and I was like, "Oh my god, Zach dodged a bullet buying this car."
Well, they did fix it. I didn't put that in the video, but they did fix all those issues, and I felt bad. And I told them very clearly we're going to go a second route, but I think he was trying to get the deal by fixing them. But if they had looked as nice as it did in those new photos, I probably would have strongly considered it.
Yeah, but if it looks like that when you're, and that's just cosmetic stuff, it's like you don't know what kind of history the vehicle had, what you don't see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Charlie, it's 85,000 miles, and that's, I think, 16,000 below the Blue Book average for this year. So it's and it zero accidents, real well maintained. So real excited. But anyways, let's tease one more thing. So many moons ago, I think it was probably about 4 weeks ago, I teased that I bought the stupidest thing I've ever bought from China, and it came in. And so if there's a lot of people watching, and if you guys want, during junk drawer, we will open it. Let me double check. I guess I
need you to open this. I've been waiting very patiently.
Yeah, Dean doesn't know what it is, so let me. I did fuck up, I guess. Apparently, I did put that in the slides. What the hell? Hang on. Oh yes, here it is. I did have that. Sorry, Ben, you got into this week also. I had it, but I guess I scrolled one slide too soon. What'd you get into this week, Ben?
I didn't mean to derail.
No, you're good.
I just wanted to show. I wanted to show these off because I went to Calgary Farmers Market the other day. And it was actually Moose, 12-inch Moose Dream. Shout out to Moose that had told me these ones were out now, floating around. There's these two build figure Batman animated series. Now you guys know Batman the animated series for me is like my number one show from back in the day. So I got the Batgirl. And I got Two-Face. I was really excited about the Two-Face because up above me, I have my animated series display. But intermixed with them, I've got a couple of the new Adventurous figures because I couldn't afford to get the old like DC Direct versions of these animated series figures. So Two-Face was one of them. This scale from the old line was like $250. And I'm like, that's insane for a 7-inch figure. So I kept the new Adventures line kind of intermingled. But now with the addition of these two, I now have a complete line of Batman animated series and have now started my collection of new Adventures series. So there was a couple more in this line. I think the thing that I don't like about this is that it is a Build-A-Figure set. I don't intend to get the Joker one, the Christmas Joker, because I already have a Joker anyways. And that's like the torso of the Zeus figure so that comes with it. So I have some random bits of other figures that are just floating around. But again, most excited about Two-Face because I just love that iteration of him. So I was pretty excited about it.
You can find Daft pieces on eBay.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's true. That's a good point. Because, I've got most of the figure kind of built around. So, but I was really excited to see McFarlane Toys make these lines so that I could start filling out the display. Like when I got Commissioner Gordon to go in, in there, that was awesome. Alfred Pennyworth in there as well. Like it really just filled out that display for me. And to be honest, again, it's the reason that when I talk about Mondo Toys, as much as I love Mondo Toys and the line that they've given us for these animated series, they're just too expensive per figure. I would rather have the majority of the collection at a smaller scale and be able to really appreciate it at a whole. I can't imagine having to spend, $250 US on just like a Batgirl to put in the display, for example. I know lots of us can, but for me, I have too much other 6-scale love in there as well. So yeah, the 7-inch line, perfectly happy with this. And shout out to Moose for shouting that out for me. Oh, you're mute, Zach.
What a guy. What a guy. Let's get into Did They Cause Baby. We'll start with the Batman, The Dark Knight Returns by Hot Toys. I don't have a price on this.
No Cause Baby.
No Cause Baby, or Cosby Bobble, perhaps. I will be honest. My initial reaction was, I absolutely need this. And then I think it was it Wednesday when they announced this? Or we were doing a show, and I guess this came up during the show. And the more I looked at it, the less I liked it. But since then, I've had like this subtle resurgence in liking it. And I would say, thank you, 255, Sean Forrester, 255 releasing October 2025 to March 2026. I've had a resurgence in the amount of like that I have for this. And I think I'm almost there, boys, to pre-ordering this. New body, Not sure how good that's gonna be. You get the masked head with interchangeable faces. I don't know. I think if you look at the parts individually, I think it looks pretty good. But I think when you take like the macro view, I don't know that it all works together. I do have some concerns about the cape length as well, which probably won't be something huge to change out. But I don't know. I'm very conflicted on this. I am I've thought for many hours about whether I should pre-order this or not, and I really don't know. I'm glad they didn't make the rifle exclusive or anything silly exclusive. I do think they could have thrown us a bone and made the I don't call it Wolverine hands, but like the holding the batarangs. It would have been cool if they made those actual hands with sculpted in batarangs, rather than only giving us what seems like 4 of them. I like this a lot, but I don't know. I'm very, very conflicted on it.
Would you like it more if it was the blue suit?
I think that's part of it. That's what Macho Grande just said. I think in that comic, I have to go back and look, but I want to say he wears at least 3 suits, not including the armored suit. And I think now that this is on the table, I think you wonder, like, are they going to make Superman? Are they going to make the mutant leader? Are they going to make the armored Batman? I think also you're 100% right. There's a potential for a battle damage blue suit. There's the first night out suit, which I believe is the black and yellow emblem. To me, this is, I think, my favorite version. I think for me, it's a combination of the belt. Doesn't really look like it's a part of this figure. It doesn't look quite right. The portrait being like this weird mix of like real texture with like comic proportions, and the black cape not really matching the black texture on the cowl portion and head portion. I don't know, just individually I think the parts are okay, but I think altogether I just really don't know. Also, no ankle articulation, or at least it seems like no ankle articulation. Seems really stupid for this type of character. I'm genuinely like super conflicted by this.
It could be like super flexible plastic in the ankle, because the picture where it's emphasizing his cape, maybe not. I was gonna say it kind of looks like his ankle was bent, but. Because like Game Toys Cloud is that. It's a single boot, but the plastic is flexible enough that you could still articulate the foot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my biggest thing, was the boot. But I think overall I like it. I really need a rebirth Batman, because I got the Punchline theme going and I want a Batman to have in the collection. So seeing this got me excited for the potential of other comic lines, which I think is super cool. So many characters on the table now. It's kind of like we saw with the Star Wars, Darth Revan and the Luke Skywalker from the Empire, Dark Empire timeline. They're not just limiting themselves to movies and TV shows. Now, they're doing the comics. And although we've seen Marvel stuff in comic lines, I don't think we've ever seen DC comic stuff. So this is really cool. A super strong figure to start with. I think it looks great. The proportions are very Frank Miller, Dark Knight, style. I think overall it's very cool. I'm not going to get it, but I like it.
Oh, yeah. So it's interesting. I've been saying, talking about sales conditioning for a while, right, with you guys. And one of the things that I'd mentioned when the Hano Wolverine, that first figure, came out at that $165 price point, I said it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. What it's done is show the price behind the curtain, how much these can actually be made for and be sold for and still have a level of profitability attached to them. Then we see this come out at $255, and I know this isn't Hano, this is a Hot Toys brand and their comic book line. But I do think that they're really truly capitalizing on the hype around the Dark Knight Returns and not actually justifying the price very well. I know that it's a newly styled body, but just like we've seen with the Hano Wolverine now being recreated 3 times, I would not be surprised at all if they get their money's worth on this body and do give us that battle damaged blue and gray look with the yellow emblem, an armored version would be really cool to see, but again, could technically use the same body. They might even be able to squeeze this body into a Superman if they play their cards well. So like, I think they're going to get their money's worth. I don't think the 255 price point is justifiable anymore. And because it looks like a comic version, because it is, people ask, well, why isn't it Hano? Well, is it because of the suit material being a better quality material? Yeah, maybe, but it's hard to tell from prototype photos. And so all we can do is kind of gamble and wait to see what it looks like in hand. I think Hano also taught me a bad lesson, which was, with their Wolverine, that blue suit, or the Tiger Stripe version, everybody jumped in on that first version, and then they released that second version with a head sculpt, and everybody was like, well, what the hell? Now I'm going to get basically two of the same figure, and the only difference is a head sculpt. And it's still a lot of money to be spending over and over and over again. So two things. If you love The Dark Knight Returns, I think that this is a great suit option, but this wouldn't actually be my first choice. It would definitely be the blue and gray. So that's the one I'm holding out hope for. But I also would not be surprised if we see again this recreated over and over and over again in many different variants of itself. So unless you are a line collector, I think you have the opportunity to wait and be a little bit selective for what you get from this particular lineup. What it does excite me for, however, is the possibility of all the comics. The Dark Knight Returns is one of my favorite comic books that I've ever read, and it's actually a pretty easy read, made up of four short kind of books. It's a really fun read. And the Joker even in that book is wild. Like, he's a huge beefy Joker in a white suit, very scary kind of Joker version. There's a lot of good here. But if they're going down the DC comic line, man, like Death in the Family comes to mind, Killing Joke comes to mind, like Hush Batman, which I know we've seen statue variants of before, comes to mind.
Year One, bro.
Like Year One is a completely different look. The Nightfall series of Batman with Azrael and there's so many cool characters they could give us. So I'm excited for this because of the possibility. I'm holding off because this isn't my favorite variant, and I do think that we're going to see others definitely coming down the line. So we'll see.
Macho Grande says Miller's Dark Knight proportions when brought to life are almost grotesque. I think that's part of why I don't like this. If you look at like the Mafex, I feel like they really nailed like the squat, hunched, like hulking Batman, and I feel like with the Hot Toys here, it doesn't really have those proportions at all, and I think that's what really bothers me. Eddie, what are you thinking about this?
When I initially saw it, I thought it was cool. I still think it's cool, but yeah, I was like, well, that's pretty sick. I wasn't expecting that. I think it's pretty good. I would just be nitpicking. It's personal things, but like, I think the body is pretty good. I think that it's not perfect. And I still think that for that price, like, I would want perfect. If I wanted this enough, I'd still get it, but it just, certain things stand out to me, like the shoulders aren't big enough. They don't look round enough to match his biceps and triceps, which bugs me. And in the comics, he has big round shoulders, and these ones kind of just taper off, so that it stands out to me when I look at it. And then you're right, something about the cowl or the head stands out to me when I look at it. I think it's good, but in certain pictures, like far away, it looks good, and then when it zooms in on it, I don't like it. But I think that if you're a Dark Knight Returns fan, and this is the first 1/6 scale version licensed, then that's pretty freaking awesome, and I think you should get it. I don't know that holding out is a good idea. I mean, yes, you could hold out and pray that they do the colored one, but then at the same time, like, aren't you supposed to support? I never know where to fall on that hill or flag or whatever the hell. Like, do you support it so you'll get those, or do you hold out and hope they do those, but then you're not supporting this, so they might not ever do those? Like, you could say that for everything too. And I don't like, you're going to wait 2 more years to get something that you really love because you're hoping that it comes out in a different color or a different option. Like, I don't know. Just get this one if you like it. Enjoy your happiness.
Anytime I've ever bought something, though, Eddie, that I thought was cool, but didn't like love it or wasn't my favorite version, that's always the first thing that goes if something else comes. So it's always that one piece that sits in the collection and feels like it's taking up space because it's almost what I wanted, but not quite. And I feel like because there's so many things that I want every single week, like we have a whole channel talking about it every single week. I can't justify these purchases, but I agree with you. It's not like I want them to stop making them either and supporting. It is a bit of a handcuff. Like you are a little bit handcuffed to making a choice.
Yeah, and I'm saying like, and when I say if you think it's cool, buy it. I mean like if you're the biggest Frank Miller Dark Knight comic fan and you're not like in a hole with movie stuff already and everything else, because like I'm speaking more to like this is something that this genre of collector doesn't have at all. That's what I'm talking to. Like if you're that guy, then get it. Don't wait for another color. Just get this one. And then get the other color, because if you're not collecting all those other things, this is the first time they've done this in 1/6 scale anyway. But yeah, I think it's cool. There is those custom ones out there that are really freaking sick. I forget the name of the studio. It's on Instagram. SSR. Is that who it is, or that Robanek or something with an R?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
They're
SSR
insane.
did also like a more mass release one.
Oh, okay. They're insane, dude. They did all the versions, and I think those are better, but also those are custom, and they're probably way more expensive. But those are insane. But this is still, I think it's really cool. I like what they did, and I hope to see more DC comic stuff.
There you go, Macho Grande with a 2026 release date. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the blue-gray as a limited exclusive before then. Mike, what do we think here?
I really got excited when I saw this. I'm a big fan of this comic. I read it probably almost once a year. But the closer I looked at it, the more I, to quote Eddie, I started nitpicking some of the things. There's some stuff I like, some stuff I don't. Right off the top, you had mentioned the boots, right? My Ono Wolverine has split cut boots, so what's the excuse on this one? I don't know. I was kind of confused, if I'm remembering correctly, the inclusion of the sniper rifle. I don't remember him using that in this suit. I only remember him having that.
I thought it was
with
the black and yellow.
Yeah, the early version. I think it was the blue and yellow.
Let me look.
And
let's get the clarification
here.
Yeah, it's not this suit though, for sure.
Yeah, in this suit, I think he has the pistol version of the grappling hook that's in the holster on his boot. So why did they not give us that instead? That's so
blue and yellow.
That one kind of, that's the boot holster not having the pistol kind of threw me off, so that kind of bothers me. The proportions and stuff, yeah, I think one of the guys in the chat commented that he's usually drawn, almost always hunched over, so it definitely looks a little off.
Yeah.
I like the cape. I like that it's
Superman.
Longer. Yeah, exactly.
I do want that one.
That crotch shot too.
Yeah.
I like the cape. I like that it's exaggerated like the comics. The art style of any comic, right? They're always drawn a little different, but I like that the cape is a little bigger. My only concern is it looks thick, and I wonder if the wires in it are going to be able to hold the weight to actually have the cape posed effectively, or it's just going to look like a big blob of black hanging down behind them. So that's concerning, but overall, I like it. I mean, to you guys' point, there are way too many alternative color schemes and battle damage looks for me to think that this is going to be the only one. So if I had my choice, I would want the suit from the beginning, the blue and gray and yellow. So I don't know. I could be convinced to get this. I'm going to have to sleep on it, but.
Is this panel Ben from DKR? It might be. I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, that is.
That one?
When he's on the
top?
roof there.
I remember there's a helicopter involved with the sniper.
Yes, that's from it. Yes.
Maybe the proportions don't look that bad then. He looks pretty tall there.
Yeah, like I said, you don't usually see him standing straight up, so that's the problem. He's usually kind of got that hunched over look,
right.
So that's what you
that's
what you envision.
Show us, Ben. There you go. Yeah.
Right.
So it's not even that suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I said,
Dude,
I think in this color is when he has the the holster around his leg, kind of the ankle holster with the pistol version in it.
Dude, I want the friggin'. I don't know.
This is this is a version that I want to see though. Like, look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Different
hunched over nutting
though.
pose, bro. Let's move on.
By the way, sorry. Side note, just because you said that, yesterday I was on PlayStation Network looking up just what games are on sale right now, and there's a squirrel with a gun video game, and you could like change what it looks like and everything. I'm like, I kind of want to play this game and voice over it. So sorry, side note. You're muted, Zach. What did you say?
Sorry. Sam was saying what we were saying on Wednesday, that it opens up like the Kelly Robin to go with this. It opens up, like you said, Ben the Joker, the Superman, the Armored Batman, a horse to go with Batman.
The horse as well.
You have all kinds of things.
Oh, that horse would be massive.
I know Marco was really excited to talk about this, but the Joker Artisan has
not here, then.
been released. Thank you, Random Korean. Appreciate the congratulations.
I'm not Korean.
Jesus Christ. No, the comment. I will say this. I'm not qualified to make any sort of informed decision as to which is better.
When has that ever stopped you? Sorry.
Never. And with that being said,
that's not why we're here.
I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's worse. I like it a lot. I will say this. It looks pretty fucking good. And Justin, I believe he's put up his review already. He's got some side-by-side shots of the InArt comparison. I'll pull up those photos here in a second. Now, obviously, this isn't technically the first artisan release. The Joker Batman, I think, kind of swept in there.
The imposter version.
The imposter, thank you. But I think, to me, this is the first one because it's, you know, the artisan tailoring. The other one seemed like just a respray of some of the existing stuff. But I would consider in my headcanon this is the first full artisan figure. And yeah, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of this character or the movie, but I think they did pretty good. I think it's anyone's ball game, as they say, Dean.
Yeah, I think for how much this one is, or was rather, and how much you can find it for on the secondary market, because this was limited, right? All artisans you got to be in line for. I think if you could find the InArt one that's a 2-pack for around the same price, that InArt price has come down quite a bit.
That is true.
$700-800 for the 2-pack. This figure alone is around that in the secondary market. I would rather have the InArt with the two display options, and you know, the diorama base and, you know, all the cool stuff. But that being said, I think this one does look very good. I'm also with Zach. I'm not a fucking Joker expert. I'm frankly sick of looking at him. Yeah, I think it looks cool, but you know, you gotta really consider what you're willing to spend on something like this. If I feel like most of our listeners probably already have one, or you know, they got the InArt one, they didn't feel like they needed it to get this, which I think is still kind of the case. I don't know if it's exponentially better than the InArt one. So if you already have that one, I think you should be happy with it. But this one does look good for the people that did get it.
Shared the side-by-side there as well, Zach, if you wanted to pull it up. But
yeah.
So I did a quick deep dive on Let's Get Nuts on Sunday about Jokers, because you guys have heard me say, you know, one of the biggest things that got me into 6-scale collecting was the DX11 Joker. You know, not even the first Joker Hot Toys made, but yeah, it was amazing. It was the first time I'd ever seen a toy look so realistic that I was like, one day I will have this. One day. And it took me 10 years to be able to buy the DX11 and actually justify the price. And 2 months later, they literally came out with the InArt pre-order. So way she goes, right? Way she goes. Darth Tamara says, this will be my first Joker figure. I'm super excited. Never liked the look of the InArt, to be honest. And that was something that I always struggled with, because I actually don't think any of these companies have 100% nailed Heath Ledger's likeness yet. But I will say, as much as I do love my InArt figures, I think that they're fantastic representations of Joker. And I think if you have them, I don't think there's any shade there in any way, shape, or form. I think if you took the hair off of both of these sculpts, I actually think that personally, I think the likeness on Hot Toys is better in terms of the face itself. I don't think that the routing is right. I think for me, my route needs to be custom. I've seen some custom sculpts done that are incredible likenesses to Heath Ledger. I think that these, again, neither of these are any slouch by any stretch. I've got the J&D on order right now through Kit. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one because it's so wildly, stupidly expensive that I still really have a hard time justifying it to myself. But with the Joker being one of my favorite characters of all time, and Heath Ledger's representation of Joker being one of my favorite representations of all time, Shane from 16 Figure Focus has asked in the past, if your collection room was on fire and you had to steal one figure out of your collection room to save it, what would it be? It would be a Joker for me. Do I need this though? I've literally got 3 Jokers standing behind me, the DX11 and 2 of my InArts. I don't know if I need a 4th, and I definitely don't need a 5th in the J&D. So I'm really thinking about going down custom route down the line. I think
Did you cancel
InArt did
the
a great
J&D?
job. Not yet. I've still got it in order.
Yeah.
But I think InArt did a great thing with the custom weaponry, not custom, sorry, the diecast weaponry. I think both companies missed on having a much more noticeable laughing sculpt. Hot Toys came close with their tongue out sculpt here. I think that's a cool and unique add for this figure. Seeing the teeth come out was really weird and stuff, but Heath notoriously licked his lips a lot because the makeup made his face really dry, but it actually became kind of a character tick, which I thought was really cool in terms of movie trivia. And you know what? Again, they captured it pretty well here, but I think that they both, again, missed on having a definitive laughing sculpt like the DX11 had. And for the price point here, when I look back at what the DX11 came with all the black foam, the table, the chair, all of the same accessories otherwise, the biggest upgrade for me in this figure, with the exception of the sculpt, is really the jacket. The DX11 jacket looked like a bathrobe. It was horrible. I never even displayed it because it was so bad. The outfit here is significantly improved. And Hot Toys was definitely due for an improvement to this character. InArt aside, if you're a Hot Toys supporter exclusively, they needed to come out with one. I just wish it had come with a definitive laughing sculpt. But I think if you want the sculpted route or the rooted route here, I think both are wins. I know the sculpted version is actually still available for pre-order on places like Sideshows, so you haven't necessarily missed the boat if you're watching this video today. And yeah, I don't know. Looking back at the DX11, it was so good. With everything that it came with. Nick Julio says that the packaging overall was nuts there. It was amazing, but it needed an upgrade for sure. So I'm happy Hot Toys did this. And to be honest, I think that the final came out better than even what the prototype looked like. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, that one photo, go back one, Zach. That's the one photo that for Hot Toys totally sold me on the likeness. I think the side profile of this character looks amazing. They did an amazing job.
Well, you could angle it to the left or right, and it's a good figure.
Jesus Christ.
People are not, I don't think, gonna like my take on this, but I don't really care. So
Eddie doesn't like the Joker.
It's good.
It's not very Joker baby of him.
I think this is a very solid release. I do not think it holds a candle to the InArt one. I think people that say that either have a problem with InArt or are Hot Toys bias or want to say that the price is better. Look, the InArt one sells for cheap now. So yes, maybe retail the price was better. You can go get the InArt one and you could get the 2-pack almost for the same price that this is. Almost. That's a stretch, but you can. I mean, I sold mine for almost near what this one costs. So
yeah.
I don't think that's a factor anymore. I think there's cool things about this release. I like the tongue option, but Justin was saying something in his review about he couldn't even get the teeth out of his without damaging it or something. I skipped through his review because I wanted to see the big thing for me was side by side. And I think side by side, it's no contest. Now I know everybody sees what they see in their own mind, but like to me, the other one, the InArt one, just looks more like Heath Ledger. The eyes look bigger a little bit, but that's because the head looks slimmer. And to me, that makes the Hot Toy one look like he has a fat head. And I don't know if that's the rooting job that they did, but it looks oversized. And also, one of the big things with me about Hot Toys, which I mentioned with the Batman we were just talking about, they still can't get figure bodies done right. I know they're getting better, and I know people praise them for getting better with proportions, but if you look at the Hot Toy next to the InArt, the suit just sits better on the InArt. It gives him that hunched over skinny look, which in my mind's eye, whether it's correct or not, that's how I see him. This one looks like he just has a stubbier neck. He doesn't look hunched over to me. He just looks fatter and wider. That one looks hunched over, and the way I see Heath Ledger, and also that look of his head being long and slim, like that's Heath Ledger. The eyes may be a little bigger, but in some pictures, if you look in some of the pictures of Heath Ledger online, his eyes look bigger with the makeup on. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it's the black around the eyes, but his eyes look bigger. You can look at the shoes. Just the detail in the shoes look better to me. The tailoring looks better on the InArt. Yeah. So Justin mentioned maybe the colors are more accurate on the Hot Toy one, but again, the pants look better on the InArt to me. So you guys people can justify it however they want. They miss the InArt, they want Hot Toys, whatever. That's all fine, but I still think you have to admit that the InArt one just kicks its ass. I don't think it's still a good release. If you got it, don't feel bad that you got it. And if you love it more than me, to hell with me. You like it more, but I think it's obvious when you look at them. That one's just better. So
there you go.
Zach, I also just shared the custom one that I was talking about. This likeness to me is insane. This is the type of likeness that I'm chasing.
What is that?
This one was done by. I think this was done by Yixi, which I think it was like $200 for the sculpt, and then another $200 or $300 for the custom paint job. But still, like $500 for a sculpt. If it's this good, I could be wrong, but I think that's.
I would have expected more.
Wild. Yeah, I think that's insane. This is the likeness that I feel like I was chasing. And when you look at this in comparison to the other two side-by-side ones, then then these don't look really great at all in comparison. So
people that are saying,
it's a tough thing to chase.
Do you think
the eyes
one
are bigger?
Would look? Go ahead, Eddie.
The people that are saying the eyes look bigger, I agree with you. Sometimes it looks weird, but I still think it's better than the Hot Toy. The Hot Toy doesn't. Ben is right. From that side angle, that looked good. The other ones, it looks close, but not him.
Mm-hmm. I think there's no wrong answer here, right? I mean, as collectors, right, we win either way. But, this is all subjective, and neither one of them, to me, are perfect. So I think it comes down to what you're looking at. Specifically, talking about the head sculpts, right? I think the hairline looks better on one. Maybe the eyes and the nose look better on the other. And neither one of them are perfect, right? So it's all on kind of, I guess, the look you're going for as far as how you're going to pose it, angles, etc. And we knew this was going to be good. We knew it was going to be comparable. We knew everyone was going to pick sides and argue, when it comes to the head sculpts. For me, I was more curious to see how it would compare from the neck down, right? And I think to Eddie's point, one of the things I wanted to see was, would you be able to get that hunched over look that I think the InArt one does so well? I haven't watched any reviews, so I'm just looking at these still pictures. So, it's subject to change my mind, but I'm not getting that same look from the Hot Toys one. I think, to me, the InArt achieves that look more. I also think that the tailoring looks better. That was the other thing I wanted to see. I think the tailoring on my InArt Joker is probably the best tailored figure that I've ever had. So I think the tailoring looks better. Just look at these pictures. Now I'm honestly not sure. Are the pants too short on the Hot Toys one or too long on the InArt one? But there's a big difference there, right? The shoes look very different. So it's all subjective, and I think in what you're looking for. The InArt one comes with so much. Yeah, you're talking two figures, so it's hard to compare, right? But that second figure, not only with the jail cell diorama, but the sleeveless or the seamless forearms, right? The paint apps on those fingers are incredible. So to your guys' point, when you're talking price, man, if you can go get that 2-pack for the same price as this, I think that's an easy win, to me. And I wanted to ask you guys, because again, I haven't seen reviews. Are the weapons and everything die cast on the Hot Toys ones like it is for the InArt?
I haven't seen the reviews on the Hot Toys yet.
I don't know either. I didn't see the weapon part.
Right, so there's all these. Everyone gets caught up in the head sculpt, right? And obviously, that's what we pay the big money for, and that's what everybody sees. But I think everything, like I said, for me, neck down.
Plastic is what Sean Forster says. Sideshow's website
I think
keeps
the InArt
crashing
wins.
on me. Also, it's really annoying. Plastic accessories. But although diecast is a more premium feeling material, I think I haven't owned the InArt, to be very clear, but I know a number of people that have that complain that it something about the joints become weak and they can't really hold up the weapons anymore.
Well, I would
something
say
to consider as well.
Yeah, Hot Toys InArt wrist pegs is a whole nother discussion, right? I mean, they're garbage, but I will say
at least.
but same thing with the Joker and with Aragorn. But I would say I've had him holding the machine gun, which I'm thinking is the biggest weapon he's going to have, straight down, at his side, and it's never fallen off. It's never, so I'm sure, there's people that have issues with it, but I haven't. But beside the machine gun, everything else is, smaller weapons. So I can't imagine it doing that much stress. But like I said, I think the head sculpts, anybody can argue either way. The neck down, I think, is where the difference is. And for my money, it seems like InArt takes that pretty easily.
Look at the knot on the tie and the way
it looks so weird.
The shirt underneath the tie sits on his neck, and look at the shoes on the right, the laces, the thickness and the scale of the laces, and like Mike said, the high waters, like it's recency bias, I think, is why you like the Hot Toys more, but I think it's just not even close, dude.
Yeah. I have no dog in the fight, but I like it a lot. Let's move on. We have the Hot Toys teaser from late last night. We know how long you've been waiting for this. Soon you will meet collectibles of the Resistance, and they're going to conquer your display. This is the Elektra X-23, Gambit and Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine. A pretty strong teaser, though we've seen more direct teasers that haven't yielded figures, but I think given the popularity of this film, I think they would be crazy not to capitalize.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if this is like a figure that's a year or two out, if by the time that comes you will still have the same hype for these versions of these characters. I don't know how well this movie's going to age in a year or two. But this is really exciting. Yeah, that's what Sean said. The figure's too late, has the hype. Yeah, in a year or two, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we won't have a real Blade movie by that point when these come out. So might be on another director and another script. So Blade could probably be a pretty good seller. And again, this is not like the classic X-23, the iconic the Wolverine. And I could see the Gambit being a pretty good seller, in that time.
Yeah. Especially with the tease that they did with Gambit, jumping out of that portal. So, or teasing that he jumped out of a portal.
Yeah.
These are interesting. I think the Blade would do immensely well anyway, because people really love Wesley Snipes' Blade, and it's just like potentially the last time we'll see Wesley Snipes as Blade. So I think that one would do well off the rip. The only one I don't see doing well is Elektra.
Wow.
Because honestly, who cares? But like X-23,
Sexist.
there's a lot of people that love X-23. Gambit, again, love Gambit, and we'll potentially see him again anyway. And then obviously Blade. So yeah, these are all cool.
I do not think that the hype has gone down at all. I I don't even think it'll go down in a year. I think all of these people still want, and more. I think there's still more that people want from this movie. But yeah, I agree with Blade. I think no matter what, that Blade is going to do well. I think X-23 is going to do well. Initially, when I was thinking, I was like, I actually thought Gambit was the only one that wasn't going to do well. And then I thought about it, I was like, well, actually, Elektra is from a movie that people didn't like. And then I don't know how well received like her coming back was in this movie. I thought it was sick because I like the original Daredevil movie, but I never saw her solo movie. But I still thought it was sick seeing her in this. Like, and I love Jennifer Garner, so I'm hyped for all of these. But for me, the only one that didn't hit that like super hype mark was Channing Tatum as Gambit. I think it's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, because
That's
I think
crazy.
it's cool that he got his chance, because that was like,
Yeah.
it's almost like how Blade is now, the new Blade. Like, it kept coming and going and coming and going. So like, I thought it was cool that he finally got to be the character. But in the movie, he was annoying to me.
That's the craziest thing.
His accent, I get it, it's Gambit, but like, it was annoying. And then his fighting scenes were cool, but Channing Tatum like 10 years ago, like 21 Jump Street, the first one, could have pulled off Gambit. Bruh, naturally, when you get older, like, he's got a fat head now, dude. And it just, like, the whole time I was looking at that character,
was huge.
and I was like,
was
dude,
my head
his
out
head
there,
is
bro.
like half of this character right now. So, and Gambit has a skinny ass head, so
would've been a good
maybe that's
Cosby
why it
Bobble.
stood out to me. But yeah, I'm still hyped, and I would still get that version of Gambit because it fits in perfectly with like Fox X-Men. So he'll go with like my Wolverines and Deadpools and stuff. But yeah.
Did we get a Cosby Bobble of any of these, or Cosbaby of any of these 4 characters?
We did not.
Okay, thank you.
I put that in the chat.
Not yet.
I know. I just wanted to prompt it so we could say it. Anyone else?
I thought I would be more
it's
excited.
It's like your thing. It's your bit. You're so excited to tell us, you know?
I thought I was going to be more excited, but this popped up, and then the minute I took some time to think about it, I was just kind of like, you know, with you guys, I don't really want an Elektra. As far as X-23, I would either want her in like, you know, a comic actor suit like they did the Wolverine, or give me the younger version so I can pose her with my custom Logan. That I would do. Yeah, the Blade. I mean, it was great to see him on there, but that's not the Blade figure that I want. I have the present Toys one. I'm happy with that one. I'm with Eddie as far as Gambit. It was cool to see him out there, but man, I really hope they don't bring him back.
Wow, this is the comment of the night, bro.
It's just, I don't think it works for where they need to take, you know, the X-Men. So I hope that was a one-off thing. But yeah, I mean, these could be cool, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to be interested.
Totally. And I agree with JB here, because Johnny Storm was the one that I was hoping that they would add from the film. I loved that cameo with Chris Evans in there. And when he first popped up, I was like, seriously, they brought Captain America back for this? And when he pulled his robe off and he was Johnny Storm, I'm like,
you fell
hell
for
yeah,
that? Come on.
I did fall for it. I was like, that's amazing. I love that they went that way. And then, you know, and again, sorry spoilers, because this is spoilers for this movie if you have not seen this, but when Cassandra strips some of his skin,
Jesus.
How cool would that be to have as like a side like blob piece of skeleton in the box with the figure? That could be so freaking cool. I'd only want an Elektra if I could get a Ben Affleck Daredevil in the collection and have her in the old suit, not this new one.
Yeah.
I think you guys nailed it. None of these representations of the outfits these folks are wearing are the nostalgic punches in the chest that I would want from these characters. I'd want them from their original films. And everybody ages. They just looked different than when they used to. So they were fun cameos, but I wasn't super stoked on this. I did like Cassandra Nova, but I also don't think I'd want to collect her. I thought she was overpowered, but then also kind of stupid. She shouldn't have been defeated as easily as she was in that movie, and she ended up being a nothing burger in my opinion, like Eddie would say. So the only one I would want is Johnny Storm, and so far not so much.
I would do disgusting things for a Henry Cavill Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
great
yeah,
cameo too.
the
That was
Cavalry.
I forgot about that one. That was a good
Yeah,
cameo.
please, if we get anything, please, for the love of God.
I also did think we'd see a brown suited Wolverine just from that one scene as well. Like, I'm surprised they didn't give us that yet. But
Right, we expected a lot from that movie. Right, we were all making our list of how many figures and what they basically one Deadpool and a couple Wolverines. That's it.
Yeah,
it's
you
weird
can
how
see it.
radio silent
Well,
they went
it was
though, because I
Kidpool
kind of thought
and Ladypool.
I kind of thought they weren't going to give us anything else after a bit. Like at first I was like, okay, they're going to give us all at the same time, at least in terms of, release spoilers. And then it's been radio silent. I feel like for at least a month, nothing. So
Yeah. Well, they're trying to make the cause baby first, so yeah.
True.
That's a development cycle. Let's see. Hot Toys is also teasing Arcane League of Legends. I believe there is a cause baby of this character, so
Yeah, Jinx.
the theory of Ben holds true. Let's move on because we're
I
running.
want to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is from Arcane, the League of Legends show on Netflix. Jinx is kind of the main antagonist. I don't know. It's kind of confusing because you don't want her to be the bad guy, but she is, but also kind of doesn't want to be. She's a good character. I like Jinx a lot. I think the make or break for this figure is going to be the face, because Arcane has a very unique art style. And so far, the League of Legends figures that we've seen don't really lean into the art style so much. They're more, realistic looking. So that's got me worried, because I would buy a Jinx for sure, but it would have to look very similar to the animation, and I just don't think it's going to. Just from what we've seen Hot Toys do, so it's got me worried. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Arcane, but
I don't know anything about this character or this line, but I am intrigued with the tattoos on the seamless body that they're teasing here, because that could be a step forward in some technology there. So I'll be curious to see what it looks like when it comes out, but I don't know anything for this.
Yeah, that's true, because most seamless bodies we've seen with tattoos on them, I mean, if you just rub your finger over them, they'll come off almost instantly. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they're doing that.
There we go. Let's move on here. We have Asmus Toys Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn. This is Ash. $210, releasing January to March 2025. I really like the weathering. I really like the portrait. I think that the hair sculpt could use some work. And I think the tailoring looks a bit odd. But I love gore paint, like big fan. And I kind of dig this. I don't think I would ever buy this. But I do have a small soft spot for Asmus. This isn't the, isn't the train wreck of the Column 2.0, but I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah, the tailoring, I think you're right. It looks a little weird, but I don't think that's an Asmus fault. I think that's the character is just in a shirt and pants. Like, it's not overly complicated to.
The belt seems weird. Like, look at the belt, dude. Like, I don't know. Is that right?
It's like tiny.
It's so tiny.
Like, I'm looking at pictures.
There's so much pants above the
looking
belt.
like now. I don't know if this is the same movie, because again, I'm not very cultured on this.
No,
but I mean, his belt is like a normal size. Well, even like with the Mezco figures, like the belt seems normal sized. Like it's a weird choice to make the belt so skinny and so
it's
like
definitely
so small.
Yeah, it definitely looks bad.
Oh, that's the cosplayer, but okay. Anyways, I don't know. I just think it looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, and it comes with 2 sculpts.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the interchangeable sculpt and some different parts here. I'll be honest, I've never seen this movie, so I have no clue what this is.
It's been so long since I've watched Evil Dead 2. I don't remember it. Like specifics. But I like Ash as a character, but I wouldn't own this. I would get, regular Ash with the chainsaw hand and stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. It's been too long to really remember the details, but that's all I'm going to see now is that belt and pant line. But yeah, I would want the actual Ash figure too if I was going to get one. But what's the difference between the two sculpts? I can't really even tell what the difference is. Not that it really matters, but
one is like this frowning face, and then the other is not
just it?
a frown.
Oh, okay.
No.
Gotcha.
I've never seen any of the Evil Dead movies, so I have no interest in this. But I do know that if we were nominating the worst 1/6 scale company ever, this would have an argument for that spot. So
We should add that, by the way.
We used to do that as a part of the award show, but it felt ill-spirited. Like, we're here to celebrate the best of the year, and like, oh, let's also poo-poo the worst. Yeah. I think the first show we did that, and I was like, I felt really uncomfortable.
What if you just let Eddie present that award?
I could do all of them and do it so good spirited, like it would change the game. I could do it so happily.
I never thought I'd hear Eddie and good spirited in the same sentence.
Right? Look how pervy he got. We need this.
That's fucked up.
We need this as like an after show sequel.
I would actually be willing to work for something.
Wow.
Oh, this has to happen.
I remember when he told me that before, boys.
I've never heard that.
A lot of liquor work got done.
A few times before.
No, Eddie's worked very hard. All right, let's Ben, you have a take on this? If not, we'll move forward.
No, it's a hard pass for me, for sure.
All right, here we go. We're gonna lead with Eddie on this one. The iconic Studios Jailhouse Rock Elvis.
Cool. I like this.
Eddie, what do you think about it?
Dude, this is freaking sick.
It
This
looks
jumped off the TV screen, dude. That is insane. That
you have a black and white TV.
That likeness. Things aren't
He's
going
poor.
very well for me right now.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm struggling right now. The color is extra deep.
I borrowed one of John's TVs with the VHS tape.
Wow.
In it. Yeah, dude, this is crazy how well the likeness, like, it literally looks like it came off the screen. It's crazy. It's so good, dude. Yeah, I love it. I love Elvis. Not the kind of love where I'd be able to name every single album he did or even most songs, like, but I do. He's iconic, and I know people love him for more than just his songs. And I loved the biopic that they did recently, and that always makes me have more of a love for the artist when they do those movies like that. So, but this dude, if I had the space or was still gonna do like my musicians or famous people line when I had like Bob Marley and David Bowie, he would definitely be up there as one of the greatest of all time. And I would love, this is the first time I've ever been tempted to get an iconic figure. So
wow,
I think this is probably the best one they've done, and it makes me like want more black and white figures. Like I was thinking they could do Marilyn in black and white, which would be phenomenal. They could do Andy Griffith. I think that was black and white. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Wow.
And then they could do one thing I thought of, which is cool, but it's not that old, is Pleasantville. I think that would be sick if they did a black and white Pleasantville figure. That would probably never happen, but
Toby?
There's a ton. Yeah, that would be sick, man. Or him and his sister. That would be awesome. But yeah, it's phenomenal, man. They did a great job.
I'm gonna put the tinfoil hat here. This photo seems too good. Something just seems.
It looks fake.
It looks fake, and it looks like it doesn't look like it's in the back. Like the things in the background, this looks superimposed almost. And obviously, there's a guy holding it, but I mean it looks too good. And I think it's weird because like this post, like when you look on their official Facebook page, it's not there. And I don't think this is the most elegant way to show off, like, hey, here's an update on our thing. I want to say maybe they reposted it on Instagram. Let me check real quick. It looks very uncanny, and I think it could be really good. Yeah, on their Instagram, they had either shared this original post somewhere or something. I'm not quite sure where this came from, and that's why I put on the show sheet to confirm, but I did see them share it at one point. It doesn't look real, which is saying, like, it's a compliment, but I'm saying we've seen nothing really updating us on this figure, and then out of nowhere we have this almost like eerie CGI level dude holding this, and then in a background where the background is almost seems a different resolution than the foreground. I don't know. I'm just saying I would like more. They got to do, like, give me a video or something, because this shit doesn't look real to me. And I'm saying that in the highest form of compliment, but at the same time, it's like we've seen nothing, and then they come out with this, and it's like not shared by the official page, not shared directly, rather. I don't know. They had shared, I think they shared it to OSR. This is where we got it from, I believe. Or they had contributed something to this photo that I was like, okay, we can now confirm off of the show sheet. But I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know the words. It just doesn't look
right. You're
100%.
I didn't know anything about this figure, so when I first saw these pictures, I just assumed somebody photoshopped this. I never for a second thought it was real. Until I started, looking at some of the comments, and obviously it got added to the show sheet. If it is accurate, if this is what it looks like, it's incredible. I couldn't imagine a black and white figure looking this sharp in the details like this. It got me thinking, to Eddie's point, what would you want? For me, man, one of my favorite films is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That opening scene is in black and white. I would love to get a black and white version of Butch and Sundance. That'd be a grail to me. But yeah, this thing looks incredible. I hope it is what it is. What's that?
Yeah.
A black and white Dorothy, Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's a good one.
The pop red slip.
It almost like what kind of is crazy to me is, like, if you look at this photo here, and obviously they're at different angles, so grain of salt here, but the head to neck connection looks so much better than the prototype. And typically with any company, it doesn't get better, right? And so I don't know if that's just them tuning this in a little bit, but like even here, like it's the lighting doesn't match up from this to the back. Like nothing, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because when you're looking at, pull up the
control the
prototype
messaging
photos.
Is what I'm saying here. Is
all right here, but here, look at this. Go back to that picture with the hand, the guy holding it. If these are supposed to be the same picture, the jacket goes further down his thumb on one image than it does on the other.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? The thumb on the...
Yeah, look at his thumb with the jacket draped over the thumb. Yeah, it goes down further on one image. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be the same exact shot, but it looks like it's
the angle, bro.
No, I think
it could be.
I don't know how to take your angle pics, Mike.
I mean, everything else looks pretty spot on.
Too long.
The sculpt looks significantly better than the prototype, in my opinion. And the paint application of the black and white on the skin looks much better in this new photo than the original. This one looked less like Elvis to me than the other one.
Is everyone done?
Jesus.
God damn. I keep trying to make a point. Everybody keeps jumping in. So when you look at...
Go back 2.
All right, everyone shut the hell up for 2 seconds.
Wait, seriously, go back 1 more. I have a funny joke to make.
Okay. That one?
No, it was when his... No, never mind. It was when he... That one. I think that looks like me. Go back.
That one?
Actually, I swear, I've been looking at these and looking at you. Look at this.
You need to really comb and gel your hair back.
Hey, man.
If you send me yours, I'll add a little black paint for the, or brown paint.
Wow,
Dean, get your
Brown?
point in.
That's fucked up, dude.
Wow.
So when we're looking at these images, you know, that are shown the prototype, it's very clearly, this is going to sound stupid, black and white.
Yes.
It's a very controlled image, probably touched up a bunch. But when you go to the actual in-hand images, where it's on someone's desk or in their hands, there's a lot of tones that come out, which is really... Color theory is so fucking complicated. And Zach, your wife's an artist. She could tell you, you know, if you don't already know, tones and shading and color theory are some of the most complicated things to translate. So when you actually have I don't even know how to describe it because it's so complicated, that this is picking up light from behind, it's picking up color from the things around it, right? Color bounces, you know, via the light. And I think that's what's making it look super uncanny, is in the other images, everything is black and white. But here, it's surrounded by everything that has color. So, like, even this photo here on the right, it's almost like a tinge purple. And so it looks... This is how it's supposed to look, right? It's real. It's tangible right in front of you, but it's not supposed to be black and white. So it really tricks your brain into like, this can't... I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks fake.
I've owned a black and white figure, so I know what you're saying. I think my bigger problem is like the resolution of the character versus the resolution of his hand. To me, seems totally different. And then in this image here, the lighting and the resolution on the, like, I understand an iPhone focusing at two different levels,
right?
But this doesn't look like the same image. It almost seems like Elvis was added in after the fact, painted in digitally.
I don't know.
It doesn't look.
I don't see that, because I mean, even if you look at the base, it's clearly sitting on the table.
You'd be surprised what Photoshop can do.
I get it, but you'd have to have the exact right angle of the
that's what Photoshop is
the
for,
figure in the
generative
base, and then the desk, and yeah.
The bigger point I'm trying to make is like they've been radio silent, and out of nowhere, some random page shares 3 images, and then they share it and like don't acknowledge it at all on any of their other pages. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, Charlie. Why would anyone fake an image with Buzz in the background? Because it's so unbelievable. Like, if you're taking this photo, why wouldn't you clean this shit off your desk?
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
Yep.
Right?
That's what I was thinking.
Especially the scent.
The scent thing, yeah.
Is that what it is? I thought it was like a yogurt.
Clint, it
Like
does
a
look
scent
Photoshop
candle?
because it's not in color versus the rest of the picture. How fucking dare you, Clinton? That's actually hilarious. Moving on. We'll just skip over this. Just
What
kidding.
the fuck?
Dark Horse 1/6 scale statue Commander Shepard. This is $200, releasing June to August 2025.
Yeah, $200, not bad. It's 6 scale, although it says 6 scale, but he looks huge. Am I wrong? I know he's on a base, but
I don't know anything about this guy.
it looks massive. But anyway, Commander Shepard, badass. This is cool. It does come with a swap out helmet. I included a photo, but Zach did not because he doesn't care about things. He's
hang
mean
on.
to me. He abuses me.
That guy looks kind of small, Dean. Maybe the guy is just... I mean, his hands. Those are his.
It's all about the angles.
Eddie,
Eddie, don't you know your angles?
Yeah,
Dean, let me tell you this. There's this thing called science, Dean. You can't fit 3 photos on this. Do you see where would I fit the 3rd photo, you fucking guy?
Science.
You could have made the one on the right a little
Okay.
smaller and put it in.
Okay, so would you rather? Here, let's play Would You Rather. Let's see here. We'll copy this. We'll copy this. Hang on, we're gonna stop everything that we're doing. Everyone, just sit tight.
I'm watching him do it. It's so funny.
Here we go. Let's just to make Dean happy. Here we go, boys. Oh boy, they have to get real small for this. Hang on. We're gonna make
Don't
this happen.
distort them.
No, I'm not. This is the old college try, as they say.
He's gonna make one black and white for sure.
That would actually be hilarious. Here we go. Okay, and I like them spaced evenly. All right, Dean. Would you rather have this or this?
That's a tough one.
It is kind of tough.
Yeah. Really, because I hate this. I hate everything about this, actually.
Anyway, Commander
We'll keep it
Shepard,
on this
this
one
is
for a
cool. There wasn't a whole ton of merch from Mass Effect when it came out, but it's such a loved franchise that they've kind of been dipping their toe back into that well, and they're getting ready for the next Mass Effect game. God forbid they fuck it up like they did with Dragon Age, but this is really cool to see. I love Commander Shepard. He's more of a
Andromeda wasn't very good.
What'd you say?
I said Andromeda was not very good.
Andromeda was not as bad as the new Dragon Age, but it wasn't very good.
You're not right. You're not right. That's true.
Wow! Breaking news.
Oh.
Finish what you're gonna say about this.
Was I right?
It's cool. I want it. $200. It's pretty good. So I will probably own this.
Wow.
Breaking news: Hot Toys announced the Bat Missile from 1992 Batman. I kind of fucking hate this, to be honest.
I can only imagine.
Yeah,
imagine
Mike.
some of the posing opportunities with this fucking thing.
I know what Ben's gonna do with this thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
This looks so
Jesus.
fucking stupid.
I
know
mean, this
is
comes
on-
out of the Batmobile, yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
well, it shrinks into itself, and then it's
Yeah.
able to go through that skinny alleyway.
It shrinks into itself.
It
When it's
it
cold.
like yeah.
It was cold
Go ahead.
outside, Dean.
The side panels blow off and then the wheels go in.
Yeah, going
It's
to it.
snowing in this movie, remember?
Yeah.
Interesting. I felt like that was not as hype as I could have been, but I
That's
feel
pretty
like
hype.
more,
That's pretty
the
hype.
more I
But it's a
looked at it, the
vehicle,
less
so I
liked
can't.
it.
The only reason why I
it's
didn't go
kinda cool.
crazy is like I can't get a vehicle. So.
There you go.
Need to see it.
Let's.
When you said it shrinks into itself, I was like, where'd the extra fucking wheels come from? But
Yeah, the wheels go in. Yeah.
it's kind of like the Bat Pod that comes out of the Batmobile.
Kind of,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You've never seen Batman Returns?
It ejects pieces. It ejects
It's
pieces
been
of
a while, I
itself,
don't
and then
remember.
Wow.
The more you say, the
You
more
call
sexual
yourself a
this
huge
sounds.
Batman fan.
So Toys, the 1/6 scale collectible Techno Duo. This one's $280 on TNS. Give me a second. $280 on TNS, releasing Q3 to Q4 205. You can do a 10-month installment. I didn't see it on Kit. I'm sure you're going to get it as well.
It comes
But,
out in 205.
What? 2025. You want to introduce the figures for the rest of?
Yeah,
for-
this is
Okay.
Daft Punk from Random Access Memories fame.
Yeah.
With their glittery tuxedos and pants and shoes. Guy Manuel and Thomas Bangalter. Very cool. Will be buying these. I have the Metacom ones, and those figures do not age particularly
Your
well.
correction.
Zach has owned several Metacom figures, so have I, and they like to disintegrate.
Blow
just by
themselves up.
Touching them, they will explode and literally
Shrapnel.
turn to powder.
Just like me.
It's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Wow. So I've always wanted to do a body swap, but the clothing is tailored for that body, so it wouldn't fit on like a normal body. And the heads are also impossible to get off. You have to like tear apart the whole fucking thing. It's annoying. So these solve all those problems. So I will be owning these. I love these. These are great. And
Which
they got
one's
the
the-
heights correct.
Which one's Daft and which one's Punk?
They're both Daft Punk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you say they get the heights right, and I think they do, but then in this photo, they're like the same height. It's kind of confusing.
Oh yeah, you're right. What the hell?
What the frick?
Well, nothing.
Like
nothing.
well, it's like
ankle extenders won't fix.
Well,
But you are right. That's weird.
it's crazy how nature do that.
But yeah, Thomas is supposed to be much taller.
Yeah. I will likely be getting these. What was it? 280. Pretty good price.
Yeah, for both. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Bofa.
Bofa.
Yeah. I will say. What album? Do you remember what album is this?
Random Access Memories.
Oh, is it? Okay, then I'm definitely getting them. Sorry, I thought they was Random Access Memories. I thought you said Around the World.
Yeah, I remember, Zach. I don't know if you remember this.
Okay, I'm definitely getting these. This is 100% a must-have then at this point.
So,
although I think I might be banned from buying from TNS because I ghosted them on a pre-order. I do feel bad about it. I'm not a perfect human being, and I will admit it, but hopefully they let me pre-order again.
I was hoping they'd pop up on OSK, but they haven't. Or last time I checked,
he does not carry So Toys. I believe they've had some.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that.
If anyone knows an alternative retailer or wants to order them for me, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So back in Zach, when did we meet?
2017.
Yeah, it was like 2017 or 2018. I was just getting in the 6th scale. And I had gone over to Zach's house, and he had this beautiful Darth Vader that he had been working on.
Wow.
And I was getting his advice, and I was like, I really want to get these Daft Punk figures from Medicom, but I also really want a Darth Vader. And Zach was like, get the Darth Vader because I forgot why. But I was like, I don't know, because the other Daft Punk figures always skyrocket in price once they're gone. And he was like, no, just get the Darth Vader. I was like, I'm going to get the Daft Punk. So I got the Daft Punk. Sure enough, they did skyrocket in price, and they're still very fucking expensive. And you could get a Darth Vader fucking every other week from Hot Toys. So I made the right call.
Still hold it against Zach to this very day.
I'm not holding it against him.
A man gives him 100 pieces of good advice, and he remembers the one time I gave him bad advice.
Sounds like he's still angry.
I'm not angry. I didn't even take the advice.
Wow,
now you're getting
just
angry.
Spit on me while I'm
If
down.
I had
I'm
taken
depressed.
the advice, I would have been
You're
mad.
spitting on me right now.
Everybody settle down.
It's
I
just
remember-
a fucking anecdote. It's what our we tell stories.
This is my
and we buy
29th
figures.
reason, boys.
Oh my god.
I don't know. We were definitely not part of the channel when you started getting all the Daft Punk stuff, right, Dean? Because I remember you getting the SHF stuff, and I think I was watching the stream.
Yeah.
But you were getting. There was a point where you were getting a couple of different figures.
Yeah, so I got the Daft Punk figures before we even started a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I did get the figure arts during the show, and then I bought some like patches and stuff, and some like snow globes and stuff. So I have a bunch of cool Daft Punk stuff I've gotten during the show.
I think these are really cool. I loved the line when I had David Bowie and Bob Marley, and like they're certainly iconic enough to go in that line. For me, the only Daft Punk song I know is Around the World. So
it's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's an amazing song, but I'm not like the biggest fan to need the collectibles, but I think it's sick that they're continuing to do these musicians and DJs and artists, so that's really cool.
Eddie, do you have like a CD exchange around you? I don't know if that's what they're called over there, where they sell.
We definitely don't have a CD exchange.
I'm sure he has YouTube.
Okay.
Have YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I would prefer it if he like bought the albums and listen to them in his car and enjoy them.
Buy the drum-free version. I'm sure you're a true fan.
I don't even know if we have like legit record stores or or stores like the only thing I know that sells albums and records is either FYE or Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
Target.
No, all their albums are old, but
What is the point you're trying to make?
I would like him to buy some Daft Punk albums and listen to them. If all he knows is Around the World, that's like not even in their top 10 songs, and that's a good fucking song.
Is it really not in their top 10 songs? That's crazy.
I wouldn't put it in their top 10.
I'll
I'm talking about
definitely
commercial success because that's
commercial success for sure.
I was
but
like, that's probably like top 3.
My next gym session, I will do.
We did
Daft Punk.
Ooh, listen to Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. That's a good workout song.
Oh, okay. I will.
There you go. All right,
Will it
here we
make
go.
me
Let's-
harder?
It'll make
Not
you
necessarily.
harder, better,
I don't need to
faster,
be
and
faster
stronger.
because I'm kind of covered there. I just need.
He's already at 2 seconds. He can't go much faster than that.
Wow. Mars Toys is teasing Selena Kyle. That's all I got.
It looks like she bit a lemon, dude.
Wow.
Who the fuck took this? Did they take this fucking photo with a stamp? Why does this photo look so bad?
This was posted by Mars Toys himself, so.
This photo was
Jesus
taken on a fucking potato. Bro.
Put this next to the Elvis picture. Which one's real?
They
Somebody
took this
turned
photo with a
around the
fucking
Hubble
Nintendo DS.
telescope to take a picture of this from space.
I've seen. I don't know what to say about this. I'm not gonna say nothing.
The face looks like Blue Steel from Zoolander.
Magnum.
We have a giveaway today, and I don't think I'm gonna do it this way anymore because it ended up being very difficult, and I don't think anyone really. We've done it like 5 times. It was kind of like no one really understood how to do it this time. So if there's duplicate numbers, then we'll go with whoever's first. But we have 51 people who entered our giveaway, or 51 entries rather, for a Hot Toys Captain Rex. If you're international, we will give you a small shipping credit, but you're responsible for postage and VAT/duties. We will have to claim them likely full price. Just a heads up. You have 1 week to claim your prize if you win. Dean, can you do me a favor? I'm going to send you a link. Or if anyone wants to open that link for me. The ducks are not named. They're just numbered. So I'm going to tell you who's winning the race, and you tell me the name that corresponds with that number. You will need to sort. Yeah. You'll need to sort by all comments and then expand all the way down to 51, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Am I eligible to win this?
It's a very gray area.
Hey, Brett, I wasn't sure. I did put my name in there.
It's a very gray area. To be honest.
I have the figures, so I'd be happy.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. So I actually don't remember how to start the race. So let's.
This is going to be the race I win.
2 minutes, boys. Oh, there's the start button. Okay. Do you got it, Dean?
Yeah.
All right. 2 minutes. Is it showing on the stream? It is. Okay, perfect.
2 minutes.
And this was donated by Lane the Legend Kramer for 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So thank you to Lane for the generous donation. And he's been very
Zach,
generous.
what are we at now?
Now we are at... Hang on. Let's check. 55,012.
Hey!
And we may have a giveaway for another milestone, but we're still dotting the I's and crossing. I don't know if we confirmed that yet, Dean, but it'll be another Hot Toys giveaway. So stay tuned for that. All right, here we go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, is that too long? Ben, do you think that's too long for ducks to be swimming?
Actually, 2 minutes, yeah. I think I did a minute on mine, and that felt pretty lengthy.
Oh, that's 20 minutes. That's too long. 1 minute and 1 second. There we go. Much better. All right, here we go. 1 minute and 1 second for the ducks. And we are off. We have duck 12, duck 34, duck 13, and duck, I can't see, 37 and 15 lead. Who's duck 37?
Duck 37 is Fernando.
Duck 3, duck 33 also in the front running there.
35 is coming on strong. 35.
35 is coming. And it's 35 is coming. 37 is still coming. Uh-oh, we have a pink duck.
27.
Uh-oh. 22, Dr. Duck. 36 coming. Dean, you're supposed to be giving some names here.
I can't look up all the fucking names that fast.
36. Who's Duck 36?
36 is Mike.
God damn it, Mike.
No way.
God damn it, Mike. Oh, Duck 51 surging. 51.
51 is Sam Gist.
Surged at the end.
Wow. Yes. Way to go, brother.
Wow. He's in the chat.
Way to go, Sam.
Wow. Way to go, Sam Gist. Damn, he like zoomed out of nowhere. I wish we had a replay function. Oh my gosh, that got the old ticker going there. Wow. No one in the chat is saying anything, so I think they're all mind blown by what we just witnessed. There you go.
There he is.
Okay, awesome. Sam, send me your address, and we'll work on getting that sent out to you. That was wild. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Toy Mafia with the. All right, let's see here. We have the Collecting Weekly Awards, the 4th, 5th, 6th, I don't know, however many annual Collecting Weekly awards. All of us are in the process of nominating. The fans are in the process of nominating. Be sure to scan the QR code there on the top of your screen. It will give you the ability to nominate. We're doing a drawing for a $50 gift card. So if you want to participate in that and maybe win yourself a gift card, it could be to Sideshow or a Big Bad Toy Store. You know, kind of like a toy store would be great. We don't do cash, but yeah, $50 gift card. Amazon even, I guess, if you really want it. We'll do that when we announce the finalists, 5 finalists. So be sure to nominate for that. Let's see. We have some junk drawer stuff, and then we'll do that little unboxing. We have the first look at the live-action Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I feel like
cute.
I fucking
That's
hate
cute.
it. I
Really?
Hate it. I hate.
'Cause you're
No,
a
well,
big
no, hang on,
Stitch fan.
hang on. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
I like the way he looks. However, I fucking hate that they're live actioning this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, minus certain parts of the movie that I would not mind seeing live action.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
I already know what you're talking about.
La-ti-da. Anyways, so there's that. I mean, it looks cool. I just
Why?
Is anything sacred anymore, Dean?
No. In fact, now that we're on this fucking topic, did you see what they're doing with Lion King 2?
Yeah,
Fucking
Mufasa.
horseshit. Yeah,
Wait,
make
that's what you're talking
Mufasa
about?
the fucking bad guy.
I don't think that you understand that movie. Are we talking
I'm
about the same
torn.
thing?
I'm torn on
Are you
that.
talking about the prequel?
Yeah.
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 It's how he became Mufasa.
No, it's how it became
No,
Scar.
it's how Scar became Scar.
Yeah, they adopt Mufasa because he's a runt, like who's just out in the wilderness.
They're doing.
So Scar is supposed to be the fucking king.
Yeah, that's how
And
the story
Mufasa
goes.
usurps him like a fucking
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah, that's how that goes. That was in a book like decades ago.
Before or after the
This is-
original Lion King?
The Lion King is not based on a book. What are
No,
you
no, no, no.
talking
Like
about?
they wrote like stories, and like that was a part of the story. Like Disney wrote this as a story a long time ago.
Before or
make it right.
after the.
That's how he got the
animated
Yeah,
scar.
it doesn't make it okay. It's so fucking.
Well, I think after.
Simba's a piece of shit. Then
movie. Okay, well,
It's
if
like,
it's after, then it's the same.
Well,
thing.
I mean, are you a piece of shit if your father has sins? I don't think so.
I
right?
always was told so.
Well, Jesus Christ. Eddie.
we're all sinners. So
Yeah. Dean reminds me every single night. He'll text me before bed and say, "You're just the things
did
you
you
do."
repent today?
I think
You
it's
get-
cool.
you get
I'll
those
be
too?
I'll be the positive one. Like, I think it's cool. I agree with you guys on like the nothing is sacred anymore, but
Yeah.
it's Lilo and Stitch. I freaking love Lilo and Stitch. So I don't know. Stitch looks good. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the characters in the
Yeah,
show.
Have they shown the actors yet?
This was in the Lion Guard. The Lion Guard was. Oh, okay. Maybe that is fairly new. I lied. My apologies. That was 2015.
But this
But I
is
thought that was
common.
based on a story.
This is common in all, like, prequels now, or like.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking
bio
justify
stories.
the villains.
They
They
did
do
that with
every
Transformers
single
1.
time.
Wicked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maleficent,
That's what I
which
just said.
are good movies, but it's like, can't bad guys just be bad guys now?
No. Everybody
Like,
has
We
to
got
have
the
a reason.
episode 1, 2, and 3.
You have
bro.
to be
It's
able to
like-
sympathize.
to episode 9, bro. Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Hate to
Denzel
watch it.
Washington reveals that he will star in Black Panther 3. Ryan Coogler is currently writing a role for him in the film.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
We
Wicked is
need
dope,
more fucking Denzel in the world. He's such a cool dude.
He is.
They should get
love
Jamie
Denzel.
Foxx in there too. Be dope.
I-
And Idris Elba, bro. Can you imagine?
Sam Jackson? What are we doing here?
Well, he's already in
Sam
the MCU.
Jackson
He's already in
would
the
be
MCU,
amazing.
Yeah.
Recast him.
Dude, Robert Downey Jr., bro. Anyways.
Lazarus? What's the guy from Hot?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
right.
Denzel is literally the only reason I would watch the fucking new Gladiator movie. Put that motherfucker in anything, I'll watch it. So
Yeah.
Really. I'm gonna be very clear. The collecting portion, the toy portion of the show.
Oh,
is
here
over.
we go.
We're about to. This is gonna be so silly. I think I might be getting scammed, to be honest. The box was way less heavy than I thought it would be. There's a good chance there could be nothing in this box. That's how light
did
it
it
is.
say how heavy the box was when it shipped?
On AliExpress, it said it was supposed to be 5 kilograms.
What is that in freedom units?
Like, I think 15 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. I don't know, 13 pounds. This is 3.6 kilograms.
Oh, fuck.
And they also put the value way lower than what I paid for, which I didn't pay a lot for this.
Just so you guys, just in case
Yeah, go
anybody
ahead.
cared, on Sideshow right now, the Bat Missile has a screen grab for like without the picture, but it's showing it $610.
Jesus, that is
for that
way
Bat
Jesus,
Missile.
for part of a Batmobile?
Bro,
For a third of a Batmobile?
13 kilograms is 28 pounds.
That's why I thought this might be a good deal, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is very silly. I haven't looked at it yet. This is very silly.
But it's in there.
Well, I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh.
I'm still in the process.
Is it like a Dean plushie? That'd be cool.
Somebody
I want.
Oh my god, it might be real. Okay, I want to.
Plushie, no. Furry?
I'm gonna show this.
Maybe.
All right. First thing.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Oh my god, it's a duck costume?
Well, I saw
Bro, you
Manny had a
should've put it
mannequin,
on.
and I said I'll put it on if it fits. I don't know if I can fit this. Oh, it has little like look at this. It's like rubber. That's actually really nice. Wow. I'll put it on if it fits. Or should I save it for 100K?
Well, this makes so much sense. I saw you asking mannequin questions the other day.
Look, it comes with the scarf. I don't know how to tie a scarf, so I gotta
Is
figure
it a
that out.
mascot
Well, you gotta put the rest
costume
on first.
for the Oregon Ducks?
Oh, this is
my
nice.
God.
This is really nice, actually.
Oh my god.
That O could be attached a little better.
It's a little crooked.
It's got a zipper on the back. This is so stupid. Adjust
Can't
the
wait to
camera.
see you drive the
How dare you,
Challenger in
Trevor?
this outfit.
Get to the money
Oh,
shot.
I will. Oh, this is the money right here.
Come on. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. This is amazing.
Look at this. It's got a little head thing.
Strap
Oh my
that
God,
off.
his head is deformed. Oh my gosh, hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna put you on speaker so I can hear. So just talk real quick so I can make sure I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Dude,
It's got like a little bellhop's hat on the inside.
he looks like the duck was
cute.
nicked.
Oh, this is very
Oh my
comfortable.
god! He just deep
It
throated
says
the mic.
Ogeron,
Oh my
not
God.
Oregon.
Wait, does it really?
No. I'm just fucking with you.
Holy shit, you scared me.
Can you imagine Ogeron Ducks?
Oh, this is super comfortable. Do I
Oh
look
my
good,
god.
guys?
Dude,
That's really good.
Amazing.
just a little late from Halloween, dude. This would have been incredible.
I know.
Well, to be fair, it's early. It was supposed to be here at 12:31. This is awesome, actually.
Wow.
All right, let's see what else we got.
This is so funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look, I have little gloves. I thought it was going to be a sweater.
Are they actually hand shaped? No.
They're only 4 fingers.
Not a-
4 fingers.
I guess the water's different in China. Look at
We
that.
Why 4 fingers?
Well, because ducks don't have. They only have.
They don't
you know,
have hands at all.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen.
You're
a
gonna
duck.
give him gloves. Just make 5
Oh,
fingers.
wow! Look at this. Look at this action.
Is that?
It's kind of dirty.
chubby.
Oh, he's got a fupa. Look, I have.
Oh my
padding.
god.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of dirty.
Which way is backwards? I don't know which way is backwards.
The zipper's gonna
Probably
be in
where
the
the
back.
zipper is.
Oh my god, this is awesome. This is the best thing I ever bought. This should have been the 50K.
I can hear the car crying in the driveway.
Hang on, let me turn the camera off. Wait, what did you say? What did he
Oh my
say?
god, my face.
He said it's the best thing you ever bought. He just got a new car.
Oh my god, this does not. It feels awful. Why does it feel like this?
I can't wait to hear him fall over.
Okay, first off, when they said I ordered 3X.
The camera comes back on, it's all Family Guy. It's just his arm backwards.
He's broken.
I ordered 3X because I figured
I gotta draw the mascot.
Wait, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We're just not listening.
How dare you?
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh,
you gonna draw him how? You gotta draw like a Zach body with the duck head on it as a sticker.
No, I'm gonna draw the Family Guy pose where he's like falling over and he's all broken.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough to put on, boys. I feel like fat bastard right now.
Wow! I want my baby, my baby, my baby.
Get in my belly.
I wish Mike was here to help me.
I eat because I'm fat.
Not again.
This is a pretty solid ASMR though. Not gonna lie.
Once I get this on, then I can
just like.
Oh yeah, boys.
You just finished.
I think I just.
Oh yeah.
You can't return it now.
It's a tight fit, boys.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Look at that. That's actually just me.
They didn't put any padding in there?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of padding.
He looks like one of those shape shirts that like tuck in your love handle slightly so you can wear a black shirt over top.
Okay, Ben, you don't know anything about those things.
Don't stop now. Keep going.
Hang on, I gotta get the sweater on.
This is the same suit that Colin Farrell had to wear.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. Oh my lord.
Alright, here we go. Let's get this part on. Oh boy.
This is the kind of mistakes that happen when you can't sleep at night.
Those 2 a.m. purchases, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me call for Victoria for help.
What kind of help?
Yeah,
help.
Oh my god.
Does this make Zach a furry?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Be ready for the OnlyFans page.
That's right. Yeah. Wild.
Wow.
By the way, I also was surprised that Andor 2 slide didn't make it on there for Eddie, because I saw that Andor 2 has now been confirmed with Krennic and K2SO.
Because no one's a big enough fan to add it to the show sheet.
I thought
Marco
it's
is. I'm surprised he didn't put it on there for you. Yeah, it's been confirmed. Yeah.
Wow.
Decent.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
What the fuck?
You should have put this on for the duck race.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
So creepy.
That is terrifying.
Jesus Christ.
I want you to hide
You're gonna
in the
scare
corner
the
of your
shit out of
house
your
and
daughter.
scare Victoria.
Yeah.
Please. That's a pretty sick
Oh god,
costume,
I gotta
dude.
get a screenshot. Put on your little
That's
glove
pretty sweet.
hands.
Yeah, the 4 fingers discount. Oh, you're
You've
muted,
been
Zach.
muted this whole time, by the way.
My apologies.
See? You use that one finger.
There we go.
Why
You
is
practice
it,
the Vulcan live long and
why
prosper.
does it have 4
You need
fingers?
some
It's
proper
so dumb.
like bird hands.
Maybe the person who made it in China only had 4 fingers. Who knows?
Jesus.
That seems racial. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, get your head on then.
Here, let me stand back a little bit. How's my butt look?
Yeah, let us take it all in.
Looks
Look
good,
at that.
actually. Looks tight.
Look at that.
How come there's no ducktail?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where's your
Maybe I have it on
It's just your
backwards.
ass.
Maybe I have it on backwards. I have a little duck tail
my
in the front.
He's like, I don't know why this duck came with a ball sack. It's like the tail. It's on backwards.
How does it look, boys?
Oh my god.
Hell
That's
yeah,
pretty sick.
dude.
I like it.
Oh
I
my
thought nothing
God.
could top the car, but this tops the car.
Picture him driving around town in the new car
This or
wearing
that.
that.
This or that.
This or that. This or that.
This or that.
Dude, we need an Oregon Duck cosplay today.
Oh boy,
That's amazing.
that was the greatest money I've ever spent.
Wow.
Let me.
Zach, if you don't mind, how much was this?
$117.
That's not bad. Honestly,
That's not bad.
for a mascot costume that's like halfway decent, that's pretty
It
good.
actually feels pretty. Do I not have a ducktail? I don't know.
No, there's no tail.
No.
It's just your ass, but like
So weird.
with the padding on it.
This goes right into your leg.
Maybe I don't know. I can't see. Do I have a front tail?
We
think so.
can't see that low. You have to angle it. The angle
Yeah,
your
the
camera
O.
down.
The O is the jankiest part of the whole costume. Just that front O.
Wait, does the Oregon Duck have a tail? I actually don't know. The mascot?
Let me see.
I feel like Darth Vader putting the suit on.
Mascot. Do you have a name? Oh, it's just the Oregon Duck.
Oh my gosh.
Does
actually
it have
looks like-
legs?
Yeah, the duck has legs.
No, but like orange legs.
It should have a little tail.
Oh, mine doesn't. Yeah, he has legs.
Oh, okay, cool.
And there's little feet too. I love everything.
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
got a little tail.
Okay, well, for the price I paid, no tail's fine.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave a neutral review for no tail?
Oh, my fat ass, dude. That was hard to put on.
That's pretty good.
Now I know how firefighters feel.
Yeah,
Also-
just like that.
Also,
Just
it's not
like
a
that.
scarf. It's a bandana.
Well, I'd have to Dana it. I didn't. Look.
No, but look, it's
hang
like
on.
one of those like sailor things that goes down over your shoulders.
Look at this, Dean. Here's a little teaser of my OnlyFans coming soon. Look at this. Got
Oh my god.
foot
You're gonna be
glove.
wearing those around the house.
Oh my god, I'm having sex in this thing tonight.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good call.
Oh, this is so comfortable.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to be like a little. It's like a
Oh.
scarf, or not a scarf, but
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, that's not right.
What the hell?
you probably get one.
Well, I'm sure I can just go on Amazon and buy an Oregon scarf, right?
Well, maybe it's an ascot. I don't know what those things are called.
It's gonna be harder to find than I thought, actually.
It's a toque.
Is that what they're
Well,
called?
that was fun. That was
That
exciting.
was hilarious.
That was
hilarious.
as good as I wanted it to be for the price. Oh boy, my fat ass. That is a chore to put on, though. Essentially, my goal is to put it on a mannequin in the back, and only on the rarest of occasions. If we hit 100K, I won't stream sitting down, but I'll find a way to stream because I don't think I can sit in that because the foam will break. Oh boy, that was a lot. The chat is.
Thanks for sharing.
The chat is confused. That's okay.
We're
I feel
confused.
confused.
Patreon anytime, Dean.
Yeah, give a quick shout out to Captain Fordo, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Gist. Big winner today. Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Pigs, Billy Badfish, Joe Chet Beeks Corpus, Luke Skywalker, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Big Old Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomonsky, Victor Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Alan Morgan, Tu Cothry, Wa, Derek B, Arias Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Arelis Delgado, Toy Cartel, Sith Scale Collector, Jared G, Alberto Cortez, Big Rib, Trevor Weed, Darren Ilderton, Matt Clevenger, Don Maton, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Shift Parent, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV, and GG, the Judgmental. What a
Wow.
bunch of sweet angels.
My goodness, that costume felt so good. I want to put it back on.
Oh, Zach is a furry now. He's like, I've discovered my inner
I have.
Truth.
So November, December Patreon benefits. The Mary Oxmas sticker are magnet. Charlie doing a play buys right now. Or we're working on a sticker.
I emailed with you.
I feel like they both can't be black and white, so I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do this. We'll figure it out, but it's gonna be a job's not finished sticker. Rip Kobe Bryant. Patreon.com/collectingweekly. We have the hot seat tier for $5 a month. You get the digital benefits. $7.50 gets you stickers sent straight to your door every other month. Certified Crispy certificate gets you up with figure fix assistance, and the What a Guy tier gets you the Pog Deluxe set on your first tier and doubles of all the stickers we send. Here's a look at our YouTube channel members. We have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Amanda Dobbs, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO Crispy, CT603, DJ Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Old Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, Jared G, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike L, Eddie Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMF Jurek, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarn Lord, SpongeBob Square Balls, Sunnyvale Rust, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. You can become a YouTube channel member at that link there for 99 cents if you're a Patreon member, or $2.99 if you are not. You get loyalty badges and chat emojis and member shoutouts. We also have TeePublic if you want to get some of that swag. Taking a look at the network, we have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30. I believe it's Small Talk for this week, Dean. You had a movie week last week. Small Talk this week. And I don't quite know where we're at with just on a Friday night. I think they're streaming this Friday, I think is what Chuck said. So stay tuned for that. And big milestones achieved, big milestones in the future. I know Ben's got a big milestone coming up as well. Proud of him as well. So
you guys, we were neck and neck for a bit, and then you guys rocketed way past. So
you were right too, my son, like a phoenix. Oh, that's a good picture. Send me that picture. That's a really good picture. You know, for the price, real happy. Like when I picked up that box, I was like, "There's fucking nothing inside this thing." But I mean, I guess by nature, it's not
foam
like heavy material. Yeah, it's not heavy. I guess I don't know. They said it's gonna be a. Well, I enjoyed doing that live with you guys. I know that Ben doesn't do sports, but that was
yeah. I don't know who the mascot is or what team it plays for, but it was fun to watch.
Oh, Eddie's got the.
What?
Oh, look! I'm watching the video me putting on. It looks so good.
Ben said, "I don't know." He said, "I don't know who the mascot is or what team he plays for," and I was like, "Mascots don't play for teams."
You know what I mean?
Wow, that looks really good in this video. You know, I'm very happy. I don't think I could be happier, honestly.
So, I used to work at H-E-B as a grocery store, and we have our own mascot. His name's H-E-Buddy, and he's a paper grocery bag with like groceries sticking out the top, like carrots and steak and like a loaf of bread. And they are so expensive to make that H-E-B only has like 3 of them. And my store was one of the stores that had them. And so we would send H-E-Buddy out to like different events. And I would take the costume with me and another partner and help them get dressed. And I would have to walk around with the mascot. You know, because kids see it and get excited and stuff like that.
Come up
and make sure he doesn't like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, kid. You know, make sure he doesn't bump into things or trip or fall, and I have to help him get up or whatever. But yeah, those mascot costumes. Now I know yours isn't probably built to the same quality, but they're easily like $10,000 to like $14,000 to make a proper mascot suit. So the fact that you got one with an actual, I would say decently, like the head isn't like too small, it's not caved in, it's not misshapen.
Yeah.
A bodysuit with the foam in it that fit properly. I mean, that's pretty good for $100 whatever bucks he spent on it.
It might have been after shipping, I think like $145. I think shipping was like $30, but the actual costume itself, and they had a discount sale. That's
Yeah.
why I bought it. I was drunk and I was like, dude, I'm fucking buying this fucking Ducks costume, because so I saw it on Amazon, and they wanted 450. It was slightly different costume. It might, in fact, might be the same now that I'm looking at it, but it was $450, and it has no butt, so I guess I'm not losing much. It actually might be exactly the same. Mine doesn't have a little fan though, but
You could
I
buy
feel like I
that.
could add that. Yeah, actually, it might be the same costume, but I saved like. If they're just drop shipping it, like 300 something.
That duck looks much more retarded than the one you got.
Hell yeah, that's a start. And honestly, I just want to put this in the corner and just like my little
Hey.
Oregon thing, you know.
You can't say that word.
I need to take a picture of me wearing this thing in the Challenger. That'd be awesome.
I look like the
I don't know if it'll fit
Hot
in the
Toy
Challenger.
version.
With the head
That's
on?
the Cosby bobble. But all right, guys. Well, you know, you only live once, and I will never forget.
Hell yeah, bro.
That was a fun moment with you guys, and it's even better because none of you guys. Mike knew because I was texting him when I bought it, but I've been hyping this up on the show for a few months or a few weeks now, so that was awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea what
anyways-
to expect.
That was way more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was awesome. Anyways, if you're still watching, thank you guys. Again, we have another Hot Toys giveaway coming up soon. I think I'm not quite sure the milestone we'll do it for, but it'll be probably, I think 75 is what we're talking. So, but we got another generous donation of Hot Toys. So appreciate you guys tuning in, all the love in the chat tonight, and yeah, especially all the people that were helping keep us fact checked, because there was a few things we didn't have information on that I should have gotten before the show. So, but we love you guys. Be safe, and we'll catch you. Oh wait, hang on, that's not the show. Anyways, I'm Zach. There we go.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ben.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
Love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.